Good morning and welcome to the Verbal Nonsense Podcast. I appreciate the applause. I am Todd.
I am Joel.
All right, and we're off to a rocky start this morning already. So I'm just gonna dive right into our first thing. Honestly, though, I would like to say the card apocalypse behind me is not gone. It's just moved. It's
I
I'm
was going
not.
to say
Yeah.
it looks better today.
Oh, it looks wonderful, but no, it didn't happen. It's we're still not done sorting.
Oh,
But Albanian drug dealers, though, they're having a hard time sorting their cocaine. How's that for a segue? Here recently in the oh goodness gracious, the forests of Tuscany. Let me see exactly. Montepulciano, whatever. It's over there by zero. I don't know, Italy. Um, some wild boars out in the woods, and there's a lot of wild boar apparently in Italy. They estimate some 200,000 in this, I don't know, state of Tuscany
province.
province. I don't know what they are. It's out there in Italy though, but there's somewhere around 200,000 just in this state alone that are just unchecked wild pigs, and they like to root around and dig in the dirt. And apparently there was a pack or family or there was a flock of pigs that I don't know what they're called. Um, came across some mason jars of cocaine and
I would like to
snorted
refer to them as a package of bacon.
packages of bacon, mobile bacon.
Mm,
What's your favorite pig product?
bacon.
Bacon. How about cocaine laced pig bacon? Pig stuff. I don't know. Cocaine laced bacon.
Be one hell of a way to start your day.
1,700 British pounds of cocaine. British pounds meaning the money, not weight. Was snorted by these pigs as they found a drug cache that was buried out in the woods.
Wow.
Um, this was actually discovered because local police, I'm guessing actually more like state or federal, whatever the FBI equivalent in Italy is called, had wiretaps on these Albanian drug dealers in the area. And they found out that this happened because over the wiretaps, they heard three of them complaining that wild pigs snorted all their cocaine. This did lead to an arrest of the gang and who have committed murders in the area. They said that they'd been trading close to 2 kilos per month in clubs. Um, but you ever had your cocaine stash snorted by pigs?
Uh, have you?
If I had a cocaine stash, I wouldn't be living in this apartment. My house would be much bigger.
It helps. I'd be living somewhere nicer than Somersville.
Yeah, probably be living in Miami. That's it.
Nah,
No.
forget Florida.
Well, I mean, that's just where cocaine kingpins live.
Nah, I would change it.
I'm just out of curiosity, like, do you see that as a trend? Like, Southern Europe, I guess we'd call it, like Italy and like those regions, Turkey. It always seems to be those dirty Albanians doing the crimes. What was?
No idea.
Where did he go and take in Liam Nielsen? Wasn't that Albanians as well? Do you remember?
Honestly, I don't
I don't
remember.
remember.
No.
I want to say it was like Italy or somewhere down there.
Alls I walked away from that movie was that Liam Neeson has a particular set of skills, and he will find you, and he will kill you.
He's broke. He can't pay the ransom, so therefore he just has to murder dozens of people. That's what happens when you don't make a lot of money.
That's what he said. I don't have any money,
Yeah, I've got no
but
money.
but I do have a particular set of skills. Give me back my daughter now, and I won't murder hobo you.
That's
And
like
they said
every
good
movie.
luck, and he was like, okay. Murder hobo time it is.
Did you particularly cheer when his wife was murdered in number 3? I did. It was supposed to be some touching scene. She was like an obvious gold digger who cheated on him, and that's why they were divorced. They were
Yeah.
supposed to have this touching scene because he still loves her, and I was just like, good. I'm glad she's dead.
They murdered Jean Grey. You know.
I forgot who that was.
Yeah.
Far better than the new one. I haven't seen the new X-Men. Have you?
No.
Whatever they called that.
They keep changing like what's the
Well,
base storyline. It's
yeah.
like, oh, all right, forget everything from the original first few movies. Now we're gonna start rewriting stuff.
They threw Sansa Stark in there as the new Phoenix, and I don't really like her at all. You know, Sansa from Game of Thrones, obviously. She was one of my least favorite characters. She just mopey, pissed, and cried the whole time. And then when she finally found a backbone, it was too late for me. I was like, nah, I'm not buying it.
No cool points for you, Miss Sansa.
Nah, she was horrible. Who?
Now Arya, she was a little badass.
She was a little psychopath.
That too. That too.
It's like I'm gonna whisper my list of people I want to kill every night before I go to sleep.
Well, you don't want to forget anybody, so commit it to memory.
She didn't kill half of them.
Well,
Yeah, she had a list. She didn't follow through.
They ended the series early, so I mean,
she had time. They were all there. I mean, she missed her chance with most of the Lannisters, sure. But
oh yeah, for sure.
They died. She didn't get to kill them, but they died. I want to say she was supposed to kill Tyrion, wasn't she?
I don't remember. I think she was
know.
going to, but then she found out that it wasn't his fault.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I kind of lost faith in Tyrion as well.
But I'm gonna circle this back because my next story kind of coincides with yours.
I like that. I can.
Let's see. The beaches in southwest France along the Atlantic coast have been shut down after bricks of cocaine and other drugs continue to wash ashore for weeks now, leaving investigators puzzled over where the illicit substances came from. The packages of drugs have turned up daily on the beaches as far as 300 miles apart, from Nantes in western France to the resort town of Biarritz, near the Spanish border to the south. The authorities have so far recovered 1,920 pounds of drugs, with a street value that could be worth millions. And the cocaine is testing at 83% purity.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Now, I'm not exactly a cocaine connoisseur, but that sounds pretty good. That sounds more pure than my table salt.
They say that it has a very high risk of overdose because of how pure it is.
Well, I'm sure people running across this show today, if, I don't know, you want to plug any travel agencies while we're on the subject? For people planning last-minute vacations to France beaches?
Hotels.com? No, I don't know.
I don't
Travel
know. I was a joke.
We're not
I didn't know if you knew anybody. We're not sponsoring drug vacations.
No, that is.
No. They have zero theories on where these drugs are coming from.
Yeah, they still have not.
I'm going to take a wild guess. Colombia?
Obviously, they're thinking it's similar because of the drugs that were washing up in Florida after Hurricane Dorian. But they're not exactly 100% sure where it's. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they can do some sort of DNA testing on it, or
plant.
particle testing, and they'll let them know where in the world it came from.
It's like, this came from Colombia. No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah. What was the name of that all of Swallow Falls? Remember Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yes.
The remote island in the Atlantic? Maybe they've moved from sardines to cocaine. And it just went out just like a puddle. They got hit by some kind of storm and it just dropped down, and the ripples of packages of cocaine just spread out.
They got hit by a tidal wave and it just
Yeah.
fell with it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would have to, like an earthquake or something. It'd have to go out in all directions because it's landing on not just France but like Florida too, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a giant cocaine ripple effect going on, just all directions. Mystery solved. No?
You're
No.
welcome, France.
Yep, you're welcome, France. We got you. If you got any more mysteries to solve, just come to the Verbal Pod. Whatever. I don't even know our name. I don't have any more cocaine related stories, but we'll just go on with substance abuses. Bryce Kendall Williams over there I actually spent time in this town, not spending time in prison, but spent time working in Homa, Louisiana. Homa, I don't know. Homo, Louisiana. I have no idea, but anyway, Mr. Williams, he's 32 years old. I think that he has had run-ins with driving intoxicated in the past because he was arrested for what they are calling unauthorized use of a mobile. Louisiana is kind of strange when they start arresting people. They call it whatever they want because that makes zero sense. This mobile was a motorized shopping cart from Walmart, though. And his reasoning actually makes sense. And I have to commend him on being a good citizen and whatever else that you can slap on a guy that doesn't want to kill people with his car because he's drunk driving. His excuse to the police was, hey, I was at a bar, we were having fun, we wanted to go to another bar, but I was too drunk, we were right here next to Walmart, so I grabbed this cart and drove to the next bar. They found the car in a parking spot, parked between two cars in the bar parking lot. It's not like he took it and ditched it. He did take it without permission, though. He's got a $2,500 bond if anybody wants to be a good Samaritan and bail him out. Because honestly, I think they should. I don't think they should press charges. There was no damage to the thing.
Nah.
Have you ever taken an unconventional vehicle to avoid a DWI?
No.
Maybe he didn't have any friends and couldn't get a designated driver.
Possibly.
Maybe he spent all his money at the bar and couldn't call an Uber.
And maybe he was just drunk and said, hey, this seems like a great idea at this time.
It sounded like a smart idea. I just
Better than him hopping in a car.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, you get hit by a person in a shopping carriage and you're just like, dude, what the hell?
If he had gotten hit driving this, this fat boy mobile from Walmart, that would have made for a far more interesting story. He stole one of these things, headed to the bar, and then got mowed down by a Ford Fiesta. But lived. We don't want anybody to die around here. I think that would have been pretty cool. But that's it. Unfortunately, the prisons and the jail system there in that county, that's near Baton Rouge. I think it's like 30 miles east of Baton Rouge. They're pretty brutal. They don't play around. You get caught jaywalking, they're probably going to police brutality. I'm not speaking today. This is like I'm talking like it's my first time. But, I wish him luck, honestly. Old Bryce Kendall Williams. I don't know why he had 3 names in the article. 2 names are good enough. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
I honestly don't think he had done anything horrible enough to be arrested or.
Yeah, no, it was
Fines.
recovered. You know, they recovered
Yeah.
the property. Yeah, I mean, come on. And he was looking out for everyone else.
Yeah,
You know, he made his mistake. He got too drunk.
sounds more like they're trying to make their quota for the month.
Yeah, well, Louisiana needs money for the next hurricane. They're fundraising for their next wet and
Disaster.
wild party.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. It feels to me like the rest of the states around should be raising more money, should be stockpiling more funds for Louisiana hurricanes than anybody else, because that's where everyone ends up going. There's plenty of area in Louisiana that does not get hit by hurricanes. That is my opinion. If you're required to leave, you should move more inland, not go to Houston or Biloxi or I don't know, wherever these people are going that are still on the coastline.
Get away from the water.
Yeah. Next time you have to flee a hurricane, I highly recommend grabbing a cart from Walmart and driving one of those. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, that's we're off to a real shaky start today.
It's been a rough week. There wasn't a whole lot of stories to pick from.
Oh,
At least not for me.
I disagree. There were massive amounts of stories that started out really good, and then it was just like, and then this child was shot, and I'm like, that was terrible. You know, the stories would start really interesting, and then it would just end horribly, and
Well,
I was just upset.
I saw several that the titles caught me, and then I actually read it, and then it was either just depressing or
Yeah,
it just turned out not to be interesting at all. And it's like, oh, okay,
you got me again, clickbait.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I know the
this
queen
next-
is still upset over whatever it is that Princess What's Her Name has done with this new skincare product. That's the
I know.
clickbait article I see just redone and redone and redone all the time. The Queen of England is so mad over this new skincare product. Has anybody
Oh,
seen the Queen of England? If she cared about skincare, I'm assuming she's 200 or 300 years old.
she, I don't know. I just assumed that she's actually at that age where she really doesn't care.
Yeah, well, you know,
I'd
wrinkle
reach her age, I
remover.
wouldn't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. If they were attempting any wrinkle remover on her, that would be like skinning a deer.
Take it all off.
It's just mean, but I'm sorry. You're not going to get me with these skincare Queen of England's mad again.
It's like trying to de-wrinklify a Sharpay.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
I don't know. You know how they do like the quick fix facials on like I don't know. They do it in ice skating a lot, honestly. But they pull the neck skin back and it kind of stretches the face. I'm pretty sure the Queen of England would have a man bun. If you did that. It'd just be like, I mean, I say man bun because that's all I can think of. You know, it'd just be that small bun on the back of her head, but it'd be flesh.
Oh my god.
They could get one of those, I don't know, like a fuzzy sock or something to put on it. So it doesn't. That's disgusting now that I think about it. You're a horrible person for letting me talk about that. That is so gross. Queen of England's neck
Winter.
bun.
Now, my next story
Oh,
here.
please, thank
I
you.
wasn't sure. I wasn't gonna. I was. I flipped back and forth whether or not I wanted to talk about it, but I do think it's interesting
Okay.
because it's two parts of it caught my interest. Two YouTubers that were boxing
Oh, the Paul Logan
in KSI.
KSI. Yeah.
Now, originally, I wasn't going to talk about it because they've already boxed once before.
Yeah.
It was a draw. Apparently, KSI won this time. But what got me was this was an official boxing event. There were other matches there where it was actual boxing championships.
Hmm.
That
This
were
was
being
held in
fought for.
England, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And, however, their fight was held as the main card for
What?
the event. Over like 2 or 3 different championships, like super middleweight championship was being held, and this fight was held as the main card. And there was a lot of critics and stuff that were bashing that, but
Sure.
the boxers, the other professional boxers were there, were like, you know what though? They actually did a really good job. They fought well, and none of the other boxers really seemed mad about it.
That's cool. It's kind of surprising. I wonder how
Still weird.
the audience felt about that. I've heard a lot about this fight.
I watched a little bit of it. They actually did put on a good fight.
I've watched zero of the fight, but yeah.
From what I could tell, anyway, I just watched a little bit of the highlights.
Did you?
But apparently, they've both been coached by former champion boxers, and
Yeah.
and they did it. They did it.
Everything
They're
I've
in better
watched
shape
on
than
it
I am.
has
I mean,
been-
I don't think I could do 6 rounds of boxing.
I don't watch either one of them, KSI or of course
Oh no,
the Logan brothers, whatever.
neither do I.
But Paul Logan, that's the one who did the boxing, right?
Yep.
That dude is jacked.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
in good shape.
His arms are like as big around as my legs. He is. I mean, that guy is. He must just. Whenever he's not doing his dumb YouTube stuff and filming dead bodies, that guy just must be just in the gym, just pumping iron all day long. I heard KSI is pretty ripped too, but
Yeah, he's
I
in
don't
good
I don't
shape,
know
too.
anything about KSI at all. I know his brother's a real tool bag, but both
Oh,
of the
did you?
Logans, yeah, both of the Logans are tool bags though. So KSI's got that going for him. KSI might be too. I don't know. I don't know anything about KSI.
I don't know a lot about KSI either.
Um,
I've heard of him. The only thing I know is that he's a YouTube rapper from Britain, the UK.
oh well, he's already got 1 point from me. I do enjoy the YouTube rappers. Almost as much as the SoundCloud rappers. You want to get some real bad rap, go to SoundCloud. Or Bandcamp, anywhere where you can upload music, honestly. There's just a truckload of bad rap out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, I heard that the fight itself was basically split by 1 point. This time that KSI won by 1 point. Of the clips that you saw, did it actually look that close?
It did. Yeah.
Okay.
It was back and forth. It was good.
That
Like I
form
said, the
is-
first
yeah.
time they fought, they tied.
Yeah. Huh.
It was a split decision, but this time KSI edged him out by 1 point.
All I've really seen on this is just the trash talk promotionals, and they haven't been that good.
I didn't watch any of that.
Well, I
just
watched it because
punch each other in the face.
another YouTuber I like to watch covered it, and he was making fun of it. So I basically only know of these two through other YouTubers who like to make fun of them. Yeah, I don't keep up with YouTube news that much. Oddly enough, though, this actually pulls into goodness gracious, I thought it did. Huh. I thought maybe maybe it doesn't segue into to a next topic. It might though. I'll go ahead and cover this Chinese woman whose eye blew up. Yeah, you know it's weird. There must be so many Chinese women out there. All these articles, I've been having to actually check and see if there's other sources for these articles because they never name these Chinese women in articles anymore. I've covered a few of them over the last few weeks, and it's always Chinese woman age this or just Chinese woman. I don't think they name their women over there. There's
Or maybe they didn't want to be named.
Well, there's like Jackie Chan, you know, we know his name, and there's Donnie Young, you know, we know his name, and then there's Chinese woman, and I think we need to start a Kickstarter, just so we can get some of these women names, you know, just start some crowdfunding so we can get these women some legal names, you know. We talk about a lot about women's rights here in America. These women don't even have names, you know. But anyway, her eye burst. She was spending too much time on her cell phone, and she was on it all night. They said the doctor said that she was on it for all night long, no lights on, and then the next morning I guess she slept for a couple hours. I have no idea, but she went straight back to her phone and noticed that her left eye she was completely blind in her left eye. And she went to the hospital. She was able to drive herself. You know, she could still see out of one eye. And she got there, and I guess the retina of her eye was just completely filled up with blood from where these vessels had ruptured.
Oh my goodness.
And she didn't know. I don't guess she went to the mirror to brush her teeth or anything. She just woke up and was like, I can't see 100% of my phone. I don't know how big her phone is. It must be huge. I don't know. She couldn't see out of it. She went to the doctor, and they called it, let me see, what they call it. They said it ruptured from exertion. She worked her eye too hard. Apparently from staring at her phone in the dark all night.
I've done hardcore gaming for like...
No, yeah. I've had some 24-hour runs before.
Yeah. I mean, it felt like I had sand in my eyes when I was done, but...
Oh, yeah.
I've never had an eye burst or...
Well, apparently she's more hardcore than you are. Unnamed Chinese woman is better than Joel at bursting eyeballs.
Or maybe her eye is weak.
Oh, hey now.
I'm just saying.
No.
Weak eye. Her other eye didn't burst.
I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. I can't decide.
You know, back when I used to do online gaming, we had a guild leader who said he was going to run us until our eyes bled.
World of Warcraft?
Yeah, maybe she was part of that.
Maybe. Maybe it's a gender thing.
I don't know.
That's terrible to say. You know, we're all created equal.
I know plenty of women who've played World of Warcraft with us that play the same amount of hours. So, I mean,
well, she was on her cell phone, though. She might have had to strain a little more. Play World of Warcraft on your cell phone. And talk to me in the morning.
I don't play that anymore.
I've been clean for 5 years. Don't tempt me. Oh, man.
I don't play that anymore.
Yeah, I've talked about my World of Warcraft experiences, and my liver was still recovering. So, I won't be going back to World of Warcraft either. Classic
I've gone
is
back
tempting.
a couple times.
Classic is tempting, though. Have you seen Classic?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. It's tempting.
I'm not there. Yeah.
It's tempting. Um, you got anything more on eyeballs blowing up?
I do not have anything else on ocular explosions. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm done with it then. Other than the poor women in China need names.
Fair enough.
At
There's
least in
one
these
for you.
articles, I could butcher that. You know.
Here's one for you. English newspaper apologizes for the obituary of a man who is still alive.
Oh man. Why can't the cool things ever happen to me? You know how many days off of work I'd get?
An English newspaper has apologized for publishing an obituary about someone who, to their surprise, is still alive. The Northern Echo is a news outlet based in northeast England. It reported that a man named Charlie Donaghy, described as a lifelong fan of grassroots sports in the region, was dead. They checked with three independent sources to confirm his passing.
Yeah,
They
dude's
said,
totally dead.
we're, we're pleased to be able to report that Mr. Donaghy is alive and well.
Who'd
They
they
removed the
ask?
story from our website and social media channels as soon as we were made aware of it. Apparently, the guy's son took a selfie with his dad and had to post online that, hey, to everyone offering condolences about my dad, Charlie, he's not dead.
I don't want condolences, I want money. I would have milked that.
Oh,
Who do you think
yeah.
they asked? I mean, do you think that they had a wild bar night one weekend and dad acted kind of like a jerk and it wasn't that he was dead, he was just dead to the town. They were like, we need to check and see if this guy's dead, and they're just like, yeah. Who wrote the obituary? You know what I mean? There's so many questions here.
Yeah, that usually comes from a family member
Yeah, you'd
that calls
think.
a paper or news outlet and says, "Here's what we would like to see." And I mean, it doesn't say who came forward and told them, "Hey, this dude died." Um, maybe it was a angry family member wishing he was dead. I don't know.
Or yeah, bar that weekend. You know, he was down there at the pub, started talking about hometown sports, talking about I don't know what a terrible team they have this year at the local high school. I don't know. You know how local sports are around here.
Oh
It
yeah.
yeah, it's weird when you see two grown men, 40s, 50s, 60s, having heated discussions about high school sports, knowing that they didn't have a son at that school at all anyway. You know, it's just I don't guess we have enough going on around here. But maybe they didn't either, and he was one of these guys.
Yeah, apparently the Sun posted. He said today the Echo ran a beautiful tribute and obituary about my dad, but he's not dead.
I think that'd be pretty cool to read your own obituary, though. See what people have to say about you.
Right?
Of course, granted, normally it's just Todd's dead, his kids are still alive. We're not sure where we're gonna have the funeral at because we don't have a body, but he's totally dead. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of missing information. I think somebody at the paper probably just pranking.
I mean, maybe they do things differently over there, but
Oh, they certainly do.
over here,
Like lose
it,
American revolutions.
oh,
What? Like here in America, we win American revolutions.
damn it.
It's all right, Britain. Everybody's got to lose sometimes. Not us though. America wins. We fight until we win.
Oh
Have
my
we
god.
ever lost a war? Has America ever lost a war? We've pulled out, but I don't think we've ever lost. It's like we're done. World War II, we took that very seriously. We're just like, we're not losing this one. Oh man, we're kind of losing this one. So let's make this big freaking bomb. Pulling those stops on this one.
I wouldn't say that anyone really won Vietnam. I don't know. A lot of people died in that.
Hollywood won Vietnam.
Yeah.
Hollywood, Platoon, Apocalypse Now,
Full
Good
Metal
Morning
Jacket.
Vietnam, Full Metal Jacket. Hollywood won Vietnam. That's who won Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no. Yeah, the music industry, there was just thousands of protest songs. Bob Dylan being one, his music. I think Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix had some stuff going on there. Goodness gracious, I can go on and on about who won Vietnam, but I won't. I don't know. What are your theories on this not dead dude though? You got any wild theories?
Wild theories.
Yeah, let's hear some wild
Aside from,
theories.
aside from like somebody he knows that just
Yeah.
felt like trolling him, and now because the paper is getting some backlash, they're probably like, oh shoot, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Do you think it was just a just playful prank, or you think something more malicious was going on here?
I don't know. I would guess on the playful side, or someone just being a troll.
Okay.
Maybe he peed in someone's Cheerios and they were trying to get revenge. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, as much as I hate Cheerios, I don't think I want pea Cheerios either.
Pea Cheerios would definitely be worse.
I was like, oh, okay. Man,
Or
do
maybe
I
as bad as beer Cheerios. I don't know.
beer Cheerios? I've never eaten that either. I've never poured beer into any food other than chili.
I never have, but I have seen other people pour beer in their Cheerios.
Oh, you see it in movies and stuff all the time. I wonder who actually started that. Was it just in a movie, or did people do it and the guy was just like, "Man, we'll put this in the movie." I
No
don't know.
idea.
Sometimes I wonder how that stuff works out. Can I talk about Kanye West since we just talked about KSI?
Sure.
All
It's,
right. Well, Kanye West, you've heard obviously everybody who knows music at all or looks at the internet knows that Kanye West is now a full gospel rapper. Um, really? You haven't heard this?
I try to avoid stuff about Kanye, but
Hey, okay, no.
he's gone gospel.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
listened to it. It's actually good. It's actually he seems a lot more comfortable now. Like College Dropout, that album, I think, is what it was called. I don't know. Whatever the song that had Gold Digger on it, whatever that album was. You know Gold Digger with Jamie Foxx, and he was
Yes.
singing
Yeah.
on. Yeah, okay, that was good Kanye. That was back in the day when Kanye was good, and I mean that sincerely. Um, I have a lot of theories on why he got bad, but I won't voice them here. It's a little, I don't know. It might be unfounded, and
I got you.
I
I
don't
got
want to
you.
sway the entire population of the world with my opinion on Kanye West. But he does seem a lot more comfortable now. His topic is it's gospel, but it's positive, and it's a lot of positivity. It of course bumped Eminem out of his top number one Billboard spot the day it was released. People are going crazy about it. I listened to it. I don't like rap. It was kind of a good album. I enjoyed it.
Huh.
And like I said, the positivity is something that's definitely missing from rap music these days. And hopefully it touches the lives of millions. But that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about his surprise show at the Harris County Jail there in Texas last week. There was videos of it. There was basically taped on the floor like a 1.5 foot line squared off where he was basically he was performing with like his people there, and then there were the inmates, and I mean literally the line between them was like a 1.5 feet. If you want good tickets to Kanye West, go to prison, is what I learned from this. $500 can't even get you within spitting distance of Kanye West at a show. Let alone, like, we're talking, you get front row seats at a Kanye West concert, you're still likely 30, 40 feet from the stage. Because there's like the barrier, and then there's like that open pit between the stage and the crowd. And then there's the stage, and then Kanye's probably at least another 10, 12 feet on the stage, that direction. These guys could reach out and touch him, and apparently the show went on for close to 2 hours. And
wow.
Yeah, it was just an impromptu thing. There was very, very little planning. He just happened to be there for he's kind of on a gospel tour for his gospel album. And so he was doing that and was just like, well, there's this jail here. Let's see if we can perform for these guys. And the videos that were posted from the performance was kind of touching, pretty uplifting. These people were touched. It's weird. It's odd seeing that kind of reaction from Kanye West. It's he's obviously not the first secular artist to ever decide to just flip and go gospel on a whim. Can you name a few?
No.
Well, Pat Boone did it. A lot of country artists, especially during the 70s, would do this constantly. They would get broke, and then next thing you know, they'd go on a sold-out gospel tour out of nowhere. Guys who were definitely not who you'd expect to have gospel albums.
Is that why Kanye did it? He was having money issues for a while.
I don't think he's having money issues now.
Not now, but
no. I mean,
last year,
over the last years. No, it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a while ago where he was broke, but he could, But don't worry, fans. I can still buy my family furs, I believe is the tweet I saw. It's like, I'm bankrupt. No, I'm not bankrupt. I can still buy fur coats and stuff for my family. Don't worry about it, people. It's like, oh, thank God Kanye could still buy fur coats.
Well, yeah, even though technically he was bankrupt, his wife was rich.
That's true. It helps in today's society to have a dual income family.
Indeed.
Oh man. But no, everybody was happy about it. Inmates, guards, Kanye, the town. They thought it was great, except for the lawyers. The lawyers had meetings with some of these inmates that day who wanted to talk about their legal cases. And they're like, couldn't get in. I had to wait 2-3 hours.
Should have bought a ticket.
Should have punched the guard.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, some of these ticket prices for some of these shows, I know I saw a friend post that they were looking to go to, it was Green Day, and I can't remember who the other band was. And it was like over like $100 and something for nosebleed seat. He was like, hard pass.
That's why I only like indie bands. Oh, no. Green Day has really gone downhill. I've seen a couple of their live performances on YouTube lately, and of course people will probably only post the ones that suck. But just Billy Joel. I can't even think of his name now. What's the lead singer for Green Day? It's Billy something. I said Billy Joel and just got lost. I can't.
I don't remember his
Armstrong.
name.
I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, he his stage.
If you want, I'll Google it.
No. If you're interested, people, please leave it in the comment section. I'm really not that interested, but people love correcting people, and I'm just gonna give you that freebie.
That is very kind of you, Todd.
Yeah, I'm feeling generous today. It is the holiday season. Thanksgiving is just around the corner.
My favorite holiday.
It's a real foodie holiday for sure. Have
Oh
you
yeah.
read any of the propaganda at work about healthy eating and Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah. I ignore it immediately.
Oh, what?
I already know about healthy
It
eating.
was
I don't need more. Like,
no.
this is how you should eat on Thanksgiving. You know what?
They actually
Thanksgiving.
recommend that you skip like entrees for healthy alternatives. Uh,
Listen, Thanksgiving is the one time of year that I stuff myself, and I'm going to eat the stuff that I want to eat on Thanksgiving. Damn it!
I eat what I want to eat whenever I want to eat it. I mean, that's just the way I am. But there,
Sometimes I'll even do a nice prime rib on Thanksgiving. And,
I mean, they're like pick one thing that you'll consider your splurge, and what have I done to treat myself? You know, I hear this a lot. It's like, well, I was good. I'm gonna treat myself. What do people do to actually treat themselves with? I don't know, apple cobbler and just
does that
mountains
mean
of
they're
whipped
like
cream.
garbage people the rest of the time? But
It's
now
kind
they're
of yeah,
I was good this time, so I'm gonna treat myself.
yeah. I'm gonna pick my splurge because I was good. I don't know. I don't know. I was just reading it and I was just like, this is bad Thanksgiving practice. You know, this is how you become a bad guest at a Thanksgiving dinner. it's, it's oh no, I don't want any of the cranberry sauce. It has too much sugar. You know, or is that a smoked turkey? No, I'm sorry. I don't eat smoked turkey. I'm trying to be healthy. That's not good for my heart.
Yeah, is that turkey out of the deep fryer? No, I'm gonna hard pass on that.
No, sorry about all the work you put into it. Not gonna do it. I can't believe you're trying to kill me. This is Thanksgiving. Murder.
I'll, I'll still never forget that article we saw where the ones where vegans say that stuffing a turkey is sexual molestation or something. And I was like, what?
I almost forgot about that.
When we started talking about turkeys, I had to bring that up.
Yeah, that was a good one.
that
That was yeah.
was
I
probably the first time that day that I actually laughed like hard.
probably I don't know. That was a rough one.
I forget who she originally shared it, but I made sure to reshare that.
Yeah, it's all necro. God, what would that be? Necro molestation? I don't know. What is it when you molest a corpse? It's disgusting. It's what it is, but
Necrophilia.
yeah, that's probably the easy one. Necrobestiality.
Yeah.
I don't know. If anyone knows the
Ne-
correct term for that, please leave it in the comment section.
it's called necro disgusting.
I promise to shout you out next week. Or the week after. Next week's a little up in the air right now. Oh, oops.
Literally.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. Now that I've said it, next week is already pre-recorded. We're taking a week off.
yeah, Todd.
It's my 2-year anniversary. It's the way it is. So you get moldy news, as Joel liked to put it, next week. Get that old stale news.
Well, by the time it drops, I mean,
Yeah, it'll be.
uh,
I don't
it'll
know.
be stories they probably haven't heard yet, but still.
Oh, 100%. We only pick quality. Just what you need, absolutely need to know to function as a human being here.
Yes, yeah, it's like getting your weekly vitamins,
Oh
your
yeah,
necessities.
vitamin. I don't
It
know.
feeds it feeds your brain.
It feeds nothing. It's so horrible.
It's like feeding your brain junk food.
Yeah, yeah. This is a splurge. Thanks for picking us for your splurge and treating yourself.
Yes.
Boy,
There
it
you
feels
go.
like
Yeah.
we're winding down already, though. I'm out of stories.
So am I.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I told you I didn't have a lot. I
That's true.
I did a lot of searching last night, this
Did you
morning, and
really?
a couple
What do
small.
you
Yeah,
search on? Do you ever tried Google?
that's what I use.
Get off Ask Jeeves.
It's not like I
Did you
use a. Oh God, what's
Alta
the one I
Vista?
use? Yeah, Alta Vista.
That I was gonna
And
say.
Web Ferret. Web Ferret. That was another.
Whoa. They had the
Yeah,
coolest icon though.
yeah,
The
it
little
did.
ferret. I like that. I believe they
There
were
was
the
an.
ones that originally had the I'm feeling lucky button before Google had it.
I don't remember.
Hmm. I didn't
There,
use it. I was a
there
bigger
was
fan.
another one that I used to use, and
Well,
I just
Yahoo's
can't.
still around.
No, I never used Yahoo.
I did. I used the crap out of Yahoo for a while.
But there was another one I used to use pretty regularly, and I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. But yeah, I remember Web Ferret. That was my favorite for a while.
I knew him for a while. I don't know. Ask Jeeves and Alta Vista are about the only two that I can remember that are now debunked. I think
Yeah,
Ask.com is still around, and it's just one of those really trash, like
yeah, I've never liked Ask.com.
Q&A forums. Like Quora. You ever run across Quora articles where people are like, "Oh, how do I turn my doorknob so it'll unlock
Narnia.
counterclockwise?" I don't know.
How do I use my door to reach Narnia?
You can do a little. You can go to France and do some cocaine. Do some of that beach cocaine.
Some LSD.
I don't know. I hear you hallucinate if you do enough of the cocaine drugs.
Heard your heart also explodes, especially at that purity.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the good.
Just his love from Hangover 3 with oh gosh, what's his name? I don't know. The Chinese guy. He's just like, I am invisible. And Bradley Cooper's like, it's invincible and you're not.
I just your heart just beats its way out of your chest, kind of like in Aliens when the burster comes out, except it's your heart like running away.
Goes and makes you a sandwich and comes back.
Hey man, I made you something. Are
Made
you
you
all
a
right?
sandwich.
Oh crap, you died while I was gone.
Whoa. I thought these arteries were long enough.
My bad.
Whoops. Well, I guess I'll die now too. And I guess our show's gonna. You just want to call it quits? We run out. I think we've done a good job covering what we're gonna cover. I can make up some stuff.
Like
Postal
what?
Service is shutting down. Did you hear about this? Completely. It's
100%.
yeah. They're shutting their door. Well, tomorrow or today actually, Saturday, the day of our this recording, they're shutting their doors permanently. There will be no more parcel services run by the government.
And it's all Emmanuel Lewis's fault.
Sure. Remind me who that is.
Webster.
Oh, yep,
Do you
that's
remember the old TV show Webster?
sure don't.
Emmanuel Lewis.
Not at all. I'm being serious. I don't. Webster. I don't remember that show.
Oh, okay. It was a TV show from the 80s, and the little black boy in it was actually played by a really small man named Emmanuel Lewis. It's kind of like the whole.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. But anyway, back to this real life true story. The federal government has stated that during every government shutdown, there's been too many problems keeping the postal service open, and since we are very likely going to have more reoccurring government shutdowns in the next, I don't know, couple months to 4 years, probably on into an eternity now, the way things have been going lately. They're just going to shut the postal service down permanently. Of course, UPS and FedEx are having a bid war on who is going to be the private postal carrier of choice now, and yeah, that's what's
Wow.
going on. You heard it here first because it's
I thought you-
totally not real. I like going into the post office during government shutdowns. Especially the one here in West Plains, or no, I think it was the one in Mountain View I went into during the last one, and they had a picture, not a picture, they had a banner or whatever. It says, "The government may shut down, but we never will," or something like
Oh.
that. Yeah, coming from the plate, the people who can't deliver your mail because it's like snowing outside. It's like, oh, it's dusting, inclement weather. We're not delivering your bills today.
I miss my old mail delivery person. They understood that if my dogs weren't outside, it was okay to open my gate, walk in, and drop the package off by the door.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who's delivering my mail now, but they'll put it on top of my trash pile and leave it in my driveway.
Dude, one of the guys from work has video of their mail carrier pepper spraying their dog. Oh yeah. Oh man. I'm telling. This dog. He's got videos of FedEx and UPS drivers coming, and this dog is a very large dog, but it's a very friendly dog. It's obviously, it keeps its distance. You can see in the videos where of the other carriers that the dog keeps his, it comes up to be friendly and it keeps his distance until they reach their hand out to pet it. And then he showed me the video of his postal worker showing up, who's been delivering his mail for a couple of years, apparently, who I guess just doesn't like dogs, because the guy was literally, as he's getting out, shaking pepper spray, waiting for the dog. The dog shows up, is like 3 feet away from it, and just like pauses, waiting to say, "Hey, you gonna pet me or what?" And the dude just pepper sprays it like 2 or 3 times.
Good.
If you're curious to hear more, I'll tell you about it later, but I didn't get permission to name drop, so I'm not going to.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's clearly not, I'm defending myself from this dog. It was just straight up animal cruelty, and it's
Did
pretty
they
disgusting.
report this
Oh
person?
yeah, he's reporting the crap out of it. I've yet to hear what the result of it is, but I've seen very similar things on in the news and in articles and things of that nature. This guy could look at jail time for doing this, honestly. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's not just you're going to lose your job. This guy's great plan of pepper spraying animals could land him in jail, But that's real news. You heard it here first. All I had to do
Wow.
is make it. Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Wow. That would piss me off severely.
Well, that's the last one. You got anything to add?
No.
No? Okay. You want to tell us where they could find us? Other than here?
We have a Facebook page under the same name as this channel.
Yeah.
And you can reach me at Ufasa on Twitter. That's
all.
OOFASA.
All right, SA. Anywhere else?
No, and they can find you on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll let you handle that.
Yeah. Instagram, Twitter, all over the place. Links are in the descriptions. And man, well, goodness gracious, thank you. Side note, happy Saturday.
Thanks for watching, and also subscribe if you enjoyed it.
If you didn't enjoy it, go ahead and just subscribe. Don't hit the notification. If you did enjoy it, turn notifications on. But
And
yeah,
yeah,
yep. You never know. You never know. We might talk about something you might like. You just keep checking back. Watch the entire thing, just in case. You don't want to miss out on anything. Oh,
one thing I do quickly want to touch on
uh-oh.
is we have a goal of trying to reach 100 subs by next April.
Oh, goodness
for
gracious.
Oscon. Yeah. So if you do enjoy our videos, feel free to share them with others that you think may enjoy them.
I think the deadline should be more like January.
Well,
Because, I mean, if we're doing it for OzCon and not just for the sake of the custom URL that YouTube likes to throw out, it would probably help with our branding if we're a little more prepared.
That's true. I mean,
But no.
but
Yeah, no. I just wanted to throw that out there. If you got friends who love podcasts, just like he's saying,
or if you feel they would just enjoy what you're enjoying, please feel free to share it with them. And I'm not saying run around and be like, hey, subscribe to this.
I am 100%. That's a great idea. If Joel's not going to take it, I'm going to take it. That was my idea. That's a great idea, and you should do that.
Fair enough. Well, and again, thank you for watching.
No,
I am Joel.
I'm
That
Todd.
is Todd.
That is Todd. You guys have a great day.